Hey everyone, how's it going? Before I start talking about my things that I came to share, I want to encourage you to go to www.blackoutthesystem.com and sign the petition, read what it's about. Also, here on TikTok, I'm following him. If you go to my followers or the ones that I'm following, go to Blackout the System and see what he's about, see what the movement is about. Things are just really wrong in our country, and we really need help. We need to band together. We need to stick together as a people and really see what it's about. So please, I will talk about it more in my next video. But if you can, go to www.blackoutthesystem.com, see what that's about, and please sign your name on that petition. We only have about 30 days to get it on the desk of someone in the White House. So please go check that out. It's worth it. It's very worth it. And look up Blackout the System on the people that I'm following. So anyway, that is huge to me, by the way, very important. And so please check it out, please. So in the last video I shared with you guys that I want to start my career and course as a pediatric sleep consultant. So basically what that is someone who is hired to help get your new baby to sleep or on a sleeping schedule. So it's to help new parents, or just if you have a new baby and you need help with it. I know it's like a luxury service, but it's something I could see myself doing into my elder years, and I love infants, I love babies, children, and helping, and I feel like it would just be perfect. So, I'm blind, and I have to go through what's called the DOR, or the Department of Rehabilitation, to help either further my education. So they help with, like if I need help with a financial aid, or if I need help with filling out documents for school or to gain employment. This is what they're supposed to do, right? This is their job. This is what they're there for. Unfortunately, I've had a counselor for many years who is very discouraging, and we may get along, I'm cordial, we're professional, we're all that. But anytime I want to do something or bring him something, there's always pushback on what I want to do. And it would be great if it was actually in a good way, like a challenging way, a way that that really gave food for thought on whatever it is I want to do, to make me think in a healthy way about it. But usually, just like when I wanted to start social work many years ago, and I didn't because, I didn't continue because tragedy had struck and I didn't go back, and I should have. But the first question he asked me, take in mind he's also blind. And a lot of times people in the blind community, I'm sorry to say, but sometimes when they have a little position or they have something, they're on this high horse, and they talk down on other people who are blind or disabled because they don't have jobs, because they just arrogance. It's crazy. But so he's blind, and he knows the struggle. He knows what it's like to try to get employment. He knows what it's like to try to complete courses in school, and you may not have your materials, or for people to be, to discriminate. He knows. So when I wanted to be a social worker, the first question he asked me was, how many blind social workers do you know? Actually, I knew and still know a few who are successful. One lives in Colorado. Hey, Renee. I know she won't mind me saying her name, but there's a few that I know. But she's who I know won't mind me mentioning her. And yes, I know a few social workers, and I wanted to get in, to help kids. Obviously, that's my passion. And however it was in the field, whichever position, whether that was helping with adoptions, that's mainly what I wanted to do, like help kids and families. You're supposed to help families stay together. That's the main goal. I know the CPS doesn't work that way, but CPS wasn't goal. It was to help kids, whether that was counseling them or helping them stay in their families, if families were, in need of whatever it is, and I can connect them to resources. I could go all into it, but I'm trying to give you the short version of the story about my counselor. So I put the information and idea together about the position I want to do, the course I want to take. And the first thing he asked me is like, have you seen how many people have been hired for that job? And I'm like, what do you mean how many? You want an exact number? I mean, do we know an exact number of people who get hired at Walmart or any other store? Like, I mean, what is this? Like, the thing that gets me, you guys, is I can understand putting or talking about logical problems that could happen, right? I can understand if you gave me something to truly consider, but it always seems he tries to put some sort of obstacle or just stop what I'm doing. Because see, what the DOR does a lot of the time is they have you do all these trainings, and they're ridiculous trainings. It's like things you already have done and we don't need training on. It's almost like I always compare my journey in the employment field as a hamster's wheel, and in not necessarily the employment. I'm sorry, it's so late and I'm having coffee, but I really wanted to come on. Like a hamster's wheel. It's like they have us do these things. We're running and running and running and getting nowhere. So I asked him, I said, what do you mean how many people have gotten this job? How would I possibly know that? So he suggests a few websites to go to look up the job and see how many people have, stop Emmy, or Mr. Kitty, whoever you are. Okay, back to this. Like, what gets me about it all is if I could see, there would be no question about how many people get a job. If I want to do something, if I have a career goal, then I would just do it, right? But since I'm blind, it's like I always have to answer to somebody. And I get tired of that. Even with getting assistance, I have to answer to somebody. Do you know that I have to go prove that I'm blind? Like, if it was solved and I could see, like, don't you think that would be some sort of miracle? Everybody would know about that, you know what I mean? Like, but I have to go and prove that I cannot see, you know what I mean? It's like, you still blind? That's still going on? Like what do you, I don't get it. So for SSI, you have to do that. You have to prove that it's a disability and that you still have that disability. But anyway, what really sucks is having to answer to someone about something you want to do. I'm not asking to drive a forklift. I'm not asking to become a surgeon. You know what I mean? This literally you can do virtually, this job. You can go in person and help with the sleep, which I would love to do, like go in person. If I learn my surroundings, for people who don't know who have vision that watch my channel, when you're blind, you learn your surroundings and you learn it easily. And usually I like to be alone when I'm learning my surrounding. That way I don't look crazy. Like, I like to feel my way around, know where I'm at, and then from there I'll be fine. When I know where everything is, I mean, I took care of my kids. I changed their diapers, fed them, clothed them, and did all of that. You know what I mean? Putting a baby to sleep is not a chore. Like, I know it can be hard for some parents, so don't get me wrong. I know some people really struggle with that. But that's why I would like to help. There's training that goes into it, and I would like to help. But I know I'm jumping all over the place. But the thing is, what's so frustrating is if you can see, you can just go do it. You know what I mean? You don't have to go through the DOR and answer to how many people can do this. Or, you know what I mean? It's like you're being questioned on your ability. You're being questioned on your competence. And that's what really gets me. You know, like, anyone else can just go sign up for college or go sign up for a course they want to take, a trade school, you know, and no one's going to ask them, oh, you really want to do that? How many people you know did that? Okay, well, what about the people that, you know, start up something and become really successful, But if they didn't try that, I mean, if we thought about that for everything, is my point, like, then we'd never get anywhere. You know, if we always thought, like, well, how many people did this? Ah, shit, I might as well not do it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so negative, it's discouraging, and I just don't think that's what the DOR should be there for. I'm asking for help to take a course, and their job is supposed to be to be there to help further your education or to help you gain employment. And literally, it has not helped me. Like, every few years they will help with a computer, which is a great thing. Okay, don't get me wrong, because I couldn't have afforded it. But the thing is, let's put that stuff to use that you're giving us. You know what I mean? Give us a chance. When I worked at the nonprofit foundation, I felt like I had purpose. I just felt like I was on a cloud. I worked for a nonprofit foundation called Paving the Way Foundation, and it was for people who were in prison and getting out of prison and getting back on their feet, helping people who had felonies to get jobs and get back on their feet. A lot of times single mothers came in and they would sit and talk to me, and it felt like they would say I'm helping them, but man, it helped me. Like, literally, it felt so good to be there. It felt good to be respected. It felt good to be seen as a human being, not as a blind imbecile or someone who just can't do anything. Because that's what the world can make you feel like, you know? And if you have a strong mind, a strong will, then of course not, you know what I mean? Like, you're gonna be confident regardless. But I don't care. Even the strongest person can be taken down some days. You know what I mean? We all have it. I don't care how strong you are. We're all human. And it just feels like that. It feels sometimes like you're made to be less than. But yeah, I wanted to share that because I was just so upset. You know, I was on the phone with my counselor, and he's just like, well, I want you to go to these websites, tell me how many people have this job, you know, how promising is it, how da-da-da. And it's not like he's paying for my tuition. But he is being paid to sit there. To literally sit there. Because there's no, like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But it's frustrating. I just want to be something. I want to have purpose. I want to do something. I want better. You know what I mean? Like, and then that's another thing. I've really been searching and looking on moving. Because number one, Palmdale is just not the place you want to live and you want to continue to be. So I've been thinking about if there's possible help, like in Santa Barbara County, Ventura County, and I was also considering Vegas, just because like it's more affordable, and one of my good friends are moving out there soon, which is really cool. So I'm just so worried about who they're gonna move next door to us. Like, oh my god. But so I'm really thinking about that. Plus, there's just more opportunity in those places. And out here is like a lack of transportation, a lack of everything, like resources, the people. They're rude. They're just rude. Like, you go to like Santa Barbara County or Ventura County, you go to these different places, and just people are so much more friendly. You know, they're saying hi. It's not a crime to greet someone. You know what I mean? But and then the only reason I didn't want to go to Vegas, well, there's a couple of reasons, but one being it's like going to another hot desert. But the thing is, there's so much more to do out there. There's so much more opportunity. There's a lot out there, and it's more affordable in some places. Like, I could probably get a house out there for what I'm paying here, and it would still be somewhat of a struggle, but at least there's more, and so, and I really, I mean, I would love to go to Santa Barbara or Ventura, because it's near the water, and y'all know I love the water, like the ocean, the range, it's just soothing, you know. But anyway, I know I'm on here and I'm sharing a whole lot, but I need to, like, I've been trying to pull myself together, being a little better, but I'll tell you, like, this has been like like the worst I've ever felt in a long time, but I am getting better. And I've, man, like I've struggled a lot throughout the years, but it has been super rough lately. In the last 2 months, like I just, I can tell you how much hurt, how much heaviness my heart has felt, how much loss I feel, and just to feel like you just want, and I don't care who judges me on this, but like you just want to be hugged and held and like told it's going to be okay. And a lot of us want that and won't say it. And it's not, it won't fix anything, but there's something about human touch and connection that really, really does something. And if there are love languages, which I would say quality time and physical touch are mine, because especially not, well, I'm not gonna even say it's because I can't see. I mean, we all need touch. We need that from babies on up. But anyway, I'm going on to a tangent now. Please pray for me. Really hope for me about this career. I'm gonna call him back tomorrow and really gather and put some things together about the career I want to take, the path I want to go on. I don't want to do customer service anymore at all. I mean, I know what customer service is like, and I can't get hired at most jobs. The discrimination is so real, and I'm so tired of just feeling like I'm not doing anything, just feeling like nothing, like life is passing me by. Here I am in my 40s, and what am I doing? What do I have to offer the world? When I die, like what am I leaving here that I did, you know? And I know that my children, yes, will be here, yeah, of course, but what am I leaving for them to remember and to grow on? What seeds am I planting? You know what I mean? And that's important to me. That's like super important. Anyway, there's so much more I want to talk about, but for now, please follow, please put a like on my video, please share, do all the things. And if you have a cup of coffee, think of me. Cheers. My friends will even call me or send me voice messages, right? I love this. And they'll, you know, one of my friends in particular, Marlo, he'll say, you know, cheers with the coffee and tell me what kind of coffee he's having. Or my other friend, Dardo, he'll do the same. Or they'll send me like rain or ocean sounds. And my friend Courtney as well. I just love that. I don't know, just little things I appreciate. But anyway, sending much love to you all. If you listen this far, thank you. I appreciate it. Please follow and share and like. I swear, I'm a pretty cool person. So I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.